I want to talk a little bit about meeting someone or connecting with someone on LinkedIn, because this is something I think a lot of people get wrong, right? What is a good way of connecting with someone and actually developing a relationship off of that? Because I think what a lot of people end up doing is they reached out to me, they gave me a connect, I hit yes, okay. Should we be doing anything more than that?
Yes, you should be building Connectity, connection equity. And the reason why I say that is because when you reach out to somebody, it's literally like just like knocking on somebody's door and saying, "Hey, let me in." What's your first response? It's like, what's your first reaction? You're like, who is this? Why are they at my door? Why are they trying to come in? I don't like, and then they like follow it with their sales pitch. It is such
Right.
a turnoff, right? It almost reminds me like God bless their souls, like like when you'll have those like religious individuals that knock on your door and tell you about the blessing of the religious person or whatever it may be, and they're really trying to sell us on this idea. But more often than not, even with the best of intentions, which they have, we're still turned off by the experience, right?
Mhm.
So if it doesn't work for them, I can assure you it's not going to work for somebody that works in sales or HR or whatever the industry is. So this whole idea of Connectity, I heard somewhere that it takes about 10 interactions for somebody to buy. So it shouldn't be any different when it comes to buying into an individual. So what I will do is I will like and comment on 10 pieces of their content. Now, that individual has notifications from me
Yeah.
saying this individual engaged in your content, helped push the algorithm so it would reach more people. And the added benefit is now they know my name. So then when I go to send them a connection request, I already provided value, not in terms of a sales pitch, not in terms of how I can help them tomorrow. I help them today. I made it relevant for right now so that when we do connect, they're like, okay, you know what? He broke my barrier of entry. And we have seen time and time again, even with larger accounts, larger influencers, this works because we front load with value that's already taken place. And then it makes the process smoother.
Well, I definitely agree with you on leading with value. And something I think a lot of people also maybe get wrong is, let me rephrase this. People don't remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel, right?
Right.
And if you're the guy that's just there slinking in the background and every once in a while sharing links to your funnel, that's probably not going to make them feel very special. I love the idea of liking. What about videos? What about sending videos in the DMs when someone connects?
I maybe it's just like my my natural inclination to be a little bit the thing is that you'll get a notification that somebody sent you something, but you won't necessarily know what it is. And especially with video, like maybe for us, we don't think about it as much, but I know plenty of women who they have a lot of hesitations about opening that video. They have a lot of hesitations about accepting something like that because they don't know what they're getting, right? So like I'm a little split on it. I see both sides. I've seen people be very successful with it, and I've seen others not do so well. I think that the main thing to ensure that it's successful for you is have built up a little bit of a brand. When you've built up a little bit of a brand and some trust, when people see that you sent them a video message, they're like, you know what? I know the guy. I know the quality of him as a human. I'm not quite as concerned as, Joe Johnson, who I've never interacted with, sending me a video. There's for a lot of reasons it may come off the wrong way, right? So I think that
Right.
that's the difference.
Well, and I can definitely agree with you on that. We're talking about connectivity. I'm
There you
not
go.
saying it. Connectivity.
Connectity.
We're talking about this connectivity here. And I think that as you build that up over time, you build that reputation, people know what to expect. And I think on LinkedIn, once you've kind of established yourself, it's just a little bit more respect and professionalism there. But I can tell you personally that I've seen some good and bad things with video. The one that you just hit on there is good, right? Someone just sends you a random video with no context. Could be weird. The other thing is maybe sending a video that is just a sales pitch. It's just straight up a
Right.
sales pitch. That, like, go to this separate website, put in your email and get a sales pitch. Like, not building a lot of connectivity. What I've really been having success with is every night for about 10 minutes or so, I send a quick little video message to the people that I've connected with during the day. I can tell you that it's been bananas. People love it, right? And you keep it short, you don't go too long, but it's a good way of kind of building that. And then every once in a while, someone will send you a video back. right?
Yes,
And then
absolutely.
you are building this kind of like engagement, which we can't actually get in person anymore, right?
One thing that I would encourage people to try, just like experiment with it, see if it works well for you, is take some of the key individuals that you connected with that day and do a LinkedIn story. Hey, it was really great to meet this person, and tag them in it. That way, now it's kind of like opening it up to everybody. Everybody can see it. It feels a little bit safer. They're tagged in it. And you can also, like, man, boom, 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 boom. You can hit a bunch of people at the same time. You don't have to send a bunch of individual messages, and it makes them feel special because they're being featured and showcased in front of the world. So, that could be a safe option, and also taking advantage of LinkedIn stories, which it does impact the algorithm. We do see positive responses when people do use that new feature. So
Yeah, well, I'm glad you broke the ice on LinkedIn stories here, because it's definitely something I've been watching. And I love the idea of tagging people you just connected with. Nobody loves more than to be tagged and feel special.
right.
So again, we're talking with Jonathan Palmer from Shea Robot and Marketing, and he is just going to give us, I mean, we've already gotten into about a dozen different
Shooting
tactics here.
fire.
We're spitting hot flames, hot fires. Grab your kids, grab your wife, grab an umbrella. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. I've got several other episodes right here for you. Smash one of these videos to make sure that you don't miss out on the tips, tools, and tactics of industry experts. Let's take that side hustle full time. Smash one of these links.